Welcome back to another video. Now, with the release of the new PS Plus tiers, I thought this was an opportunity for myself to try and be relevant, because as someone who, despite being in their 20s, is not a very relevant person, apparently listening to Fall Out Boy and Green Day does not make you a very relevant person and up with the times. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I am going to present to you 7 games that are really great games, easy and fun platinum trophies that you can earn across the 2 tiers, Extra and Premium. So with the release of this new tier system, we are getting some older classic games brought out with trophies, and of course the most famous, the one everyone is talking about, of course, is Ape Escape. Ape Escape 1 and 2 are both available through PS Plus Premium, and this game is a blast from the past. This game is got to be one of the most iconic PlayStation 1 games. It's the game people have always wanted to play since people have been crying for these games to be brought back onto the newer consoles, and I am very excited for this one. And this game is only 2 out of 10 difficulty, and it'll only take you 3 hours to bash through this entire trophy list. And with it that kind of difficulty and that quick of a completion time, it's a very simple, straightforward trophy list. All we've got to do is finish the game, do some collectibles, find some gadgets and finish some mini games, and the shiny platinum trophy for one of the most classic, iconic PlayStation 1 games of all time will be yours. Okay, so next over to one of the PlayStation Extra tier games, which is Control. Now this game was free on PS Plus about a year ago, but if you didn't get your chance to download it then, now you can access it through the PlayStation Plus Extra tier. Now this game is a 4 out of 10 and it comes in at 25 hours. Note there is a God mode, in fact, which you can make this game like close to a 2 out of 10 if you really want to, but if you play the game is made to be played, it'll be a 4 out of 10. Control is a action adventure game. You take control of Jesse and you end up being the new director of the oldest house. And as you can imagine, lots of crazy stuff happens. The combat is crisp, fast, and it just looks so enjoyable. If you like mystery, you like superheroes, you like action and gunplay, this game is up your alley. And again, it is really easy. The Platinum Trophy isn't too difficult, there's a couple of stages. Unfortunately, there is a bit more collectibles than Ape Escape. You are probably going to require a guide as you play through this on your first playthrough. But all you've really got to do is play through the game, get a few collectibles, do some side missions, and then do some cleanup. You know, there's a few thousand kills you've got to get, or 1,000 enemies you've got to kill, and the Platinum Trophy will be yours. There is DLC as well, which is included in this, and if you want to get 100%, there's a little bit more to do, but nothing too drastic. Now moving on back to Premium, we have Concrete Genie. If you've never heard of this game was such a great game. It's a first-party Sony game. You take control of this little kid called Ash, and it's kind of these series of unfortunate events occur where you end up having to paint your way out of trouble, literally. You basically get moved from these very open but small areas where you go around collecting parts of your old book, drawing things with this amazing brush mechanic. It's such a beautiful game, there's some fun mechanics there, it's still fantastic and it's really worth experiencing. I played this game because it was free on PS Plus a while ago, and I was really actually taken back at how much I enjoyed this game because it's so different to anything else that's actually out there. And you'll have a great time with it, and it's a really easy platinum. Only a 3 out of 10 and about 6 hours to earn this one. There is some VR related DLC trophy, however, which is free, so if you have a VR you can do it in about an hour. If you don't have a VR, you will not be able to get 100% on this game. Next we have Crysis. Do you all remember Crysis? Crysis was the PC breaker back in the day. Everyone would always say, yeah, your PC's good, bro, but doesn't run Crysis. So we are getting access to Crysis Remastered. All 3 of them have actually been remastered, but only Crysis is available on PS Plus. This game was awesome. This was a really good first-person shooter where you had some really interesting mechanics with the nanite suit, and I just thought it was a fantastic game through and through, and I really love my time with it, and it's a really easy platinum trophy. It's only a 3 out of 10, it'll take you 10 hours. All you gotta do is play the game on the Delta difficulty, do the side missions, then do some chapter-specific trophies, and it's pretty much yours, and you'll have a blast doing it. Old school first-person shooter. Crytek really made a fantastic game here, and it's good to dip your toe back into some of these classic games. Next we have Spiderman Miles Morales, which is available on the PS Plus tier Extra. I couldn't not include this as a die-hard Spider-Man fan. This game takes place a few months after Spider-Man in 2018 by Insomniac, and it's just a really good addition to the story. You get to play as Miles, loads of suits again, just like in the original one. Miles has even more powers than Peter did, and it makes the gameplay so fast and so rewarding. But because of all his powers, it is a little bit easier, coming in again at a 3 out of 10. Some would argue a 2, but I would say it's a 3. It's a really short platinum. You only have to play through the game, do some side missions, do some collectibles, then do the New Game Plus, which is included in the trophy list, which may annoy you, it may not. However, you can actually speedrun the whole game in the New Game Plus in about 2.5 hours. It'll take you about 15 hours to earn this platinum, and you're going to have some amazing fun swinging through Manhattan during the winter, during Christmas time. It is such an experience. It looks so fantastic on the PlayStation 5. It's a real good sort of sequel to Spider-Man 2018, and it really will prepare you for the sequel, which is coming out pretty soon. Okay, next we have the longest game on the list, which is Death Stranding. A very unique game by Hideo Kojima. Many have described it as a walking sim, but it really does present this idea of a dystopian future which is similar to ours, asks lots of questions about communication, and you take control of a character who's kind of just a messenger, and his role is just to deliver parcels essentially, and you walk through all this different terrain. But as you progress, you get access to more tools, which makes your currying easier, shall I say. You know, ladders, vehicles, you can go out for longer, and you can fight the enemies that scare you so much in the first early stages. It just really is quite a unique story, and everybody I know who's played it have always said that it's a fantastic game. Some people find it a little bit slow, but you got to kind of understand that this is a unique game with a unique story, and everything about it is so different to most normal games that it's going to be a bit different for you. But you know, open your mind to a different experience, because you probably will be thankful for doing it. But unfortunately, it is 100-hour platinum. There's a little bit of online, but it's not too difficult, and it's not like PvP, it's just kind of helping people through the world, issuing a few supply requests and things like that. But all in all, it's a pretty straightforward trophy list. The only downside is, obviously, it's the longest on this list by far. The final game is a game that has been on PS Now for quite some time, and that is Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy. The original game from the PS1. Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy is very different to Jak 2 and 3, I have to say. It's very much like a collectathon, a lot like Spyro. So, you know, it's basic platforming, a little bit of combat here and there, but essentially all you have to do is collect things. It's not too difficult. It's a 4 out of 10, making it one of the harder games on this list, but it'll only take you 10 hours, only one playthrough. All you've really got to do is just progress through the game naturally and collect a load of stuff, and then finally, when you finish the main game, go back and collect power cells, scout flies, and precursor orbs, and just that's it. The game will be done. The platinum trophy will be yours. It'll probably prime you for Jak 2 and 3 if you love it that much, and I grew up with these games, I absolutely adore them. Jak 3 is probably my favourite because it was kind of like the kids' version of an open world GTA, and that's why I enjoyed it so much. Of course, Jak 2 was also fantastic as well. And there you have it, guys. There's 7 platinum trophies you can earn across PS Plus Now and PS Plus Extra, depending on which one you've went for. There's a good variation of games on both of these tiers. PlayStation Extra, of course, has a lot more PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 titles, but if you want to access those PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 classic games, you are going to have to go for the premium. But I think both of them have massive pros, and they probably are both worth getting, as long as you don't have a monster backlog of games you already want to play. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have some more advice on more platinum trophies you can go out and earn and have a great time. See you in the next video. Take it easy.